You have one unheard message.
Okay, it's 3 a.m. My shoes are gone. Was there, and my Uber rating is definitely a 0. You are not ready for this story.
Hi guys, happy Halloween. I know it might be hard to tell that I'm in costume because I feel like I'm usually giving none. That was like on when me and my mom filmed our episode. I was saying how someone was like shocked I went to church, and I was like, why is that so surprising? And my mom was like, well, you don't necessarily give church girl. Well, today I'm giving nun. I'm giving priest. It actually on the costume title was Confessional Nun. So I'm like, great, tell me your sins. This is a last minute costume, but I feel like you can't tell because wouldn't you think I spent months preparing this? It's just that good. I've never done a bob before. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I'm missing my inches. It's like just not there. So last time we talked, I said I was going to Miami for a little bit of fun. At that point, I hadn't even got my flight yet because I didn't necessarily know when I was going to be entering Miami. I just knew I needed to be there for at least 24 hours. I had a test on Thursday night that went from started at 7 o'clock and went till 10:40. Like that deserves jail time. That deserves the electric chair. Like what teacher is giving that? I don't know. It was terrible. So I sat through that and then made my way to Miami shortly after. But I did a little pit stop back home because I just needed a refresh after Vegas. I was so incredibly down bad. And for some reason, just being in my parents' home for 24 hours is just more than enough to cure me. So did that, slept there. My mom made me soup. And then I drove up to Miami to meet all of my girlfriends. We were doing 3 Points, the music festival. We do it every year for Emily's birthday. This was our 3rd year doing it. And all of my friends went both days. I only went Saturday, the second day. And music and festivals has never really been my thing. As much as it totally is my vibe and my brand and whatever. At the end of the day, I really did just get into all of that freshman year. Before that, I didn't even know house music was a thing, honestly. I just knew house parties. Yeah. And San Diego State has huge culture in that. And so do all my best friends. That's my best friend's lifeline because she's in the music industry, obviously. And luckily, I am not one who's a big fan of the whole crowd thing, I like my personal space. I like my personal bubble. And the other years at 3 Points, we've just done the full mosh pit, pashmina's on, gum, lollipops in pocket. And that is just a lot for me as someone who isn't super involved in that community. And this year, though, one of my girlfriends, her guy friend who lives in Miami, had a table at one of the stages. And I was a little confused how that was going to work because there's different artists performing at so many different stages, yet every single person we wanted to see on Saturday, which was the one day I went, happened to be back to back to back at this stage. We had it wasn't booth table. I'm just used to space and calling it booth table when a DJ table's next to the DJ booth. And it was literally directly next to it. This table had to be a $150,000 table. And every time the casa would be finished, a new one would just appear. It was amazing. So I had definitely had my fun back there. We saw Chase West, Beltran, Prospa, which again, on the theme of me never knowing what's going on. I'm I love Prospa. I love his music. It's great. My friend's you mean they, not his. I'm oh my God, it's 2 people. Yeah, I didn't know that. So then after the festival, we took a little party bus to this private after party. And private after sounds cool. Ooh, it's exclusive. It's great. There was literally 20 people there. I was waiting for the rest of the people to arrive. But apparently in Miami, that's the cool thing. It was private. I'm wait, I want the people, And we only stayed there for about 2 hours. Prospa was literally playing. One of them was literally playing the after. So that was epic. And then we were supposed to make our way to Space, which never ended up happening. We literally had a phenomenal table at Space both nights, which that's my dream threesome. I don't even need the other 2 people, I just need that. I love it. And sadly, we never made our way there. I was there in spirit, but never actually quite made it. And I couldn't really tell you why. We kind of woke up the next morning. We're what were we doing from hours 1 to 6 a.m. when we got back from the festival? And we were all just sitting in a circle talking, braiding each other's hair. What I was doing, this actually just made me think what I was doing pre-festival. We'll get into that. That was like post-festival. You got it. We went shopping after in the morning. Then I like made my way back home. But that's kind of all the craziness. But before the festival, I had some work to do, right? So I drove up Saturday morning. All my friends were like pre-gaming, getting ready. And I locked myself away in a room because I was like, I have work to do. And I don't know what my friends thought this work was. Like, I didn't really specify, but like, I don't think they think my work involves like math and numbers. I'm an influencer. I'm not doing hard calculations, you know? So they break into the room and I'm just sitting there with like a fuck ton of sex toys taking selfies because that was work. I had to do this brand deal for this vibrator company and I was locked in and I was like pumping out these photos. And I think they were just shocked to, you know, walk in and see me and be like, this is work? Yeah, babe, it's work. I actually posted that brand deal today and I was a little nervous, of course, at first because, oh my God, like so many people follow me. I mean, people follow me who I probably don't even know follow me, you know, like my friend Peggy in 3rd grade, her mom probably follows me, you know? Like I could name like 10 of my friends' parents who follows me and then I bet there's another 10 I couldn't name who also follow me. So on that topic, it was definitely a bold move to just post selfies with the vibrator. But my biggest thing in life is as long as I'm okay with it, my family's okay with it. I mean, I bet if you asked my brother how he felt about it, he wouldn't have been thrilled. But at the end of the day, I did, my dad like helps me a lot with business. So I asked him, I was like, how do you feel about this? And he was like, well, I'm going to try and act like we're not discussing this right now, but like, honestly, like, do you, whatever, fuck it, have at it. And my mom also, of course, was thrilled. She was like, that's just phenomenal. Yeah, so great feedback from the parents. And then, of course, my friends, all awesome. This is on brand. So as long as my close ones aren't judging me, my best friends and my family, I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. Something else I wanted to talk about, but maybe we can dive into this full episode, is I feel like a big question I get asked a lot is how I don't give a fuck, you know, in terms of the vibrator collab. Why do I not give a fuck? Like, and people always ask me that. People are like, what would you say is a 1-sentence phrase of why you don't give a fuck? And I never really knew how to answer that. And that's a tricky sentence because it's like, in terms of what do I not give a fuck? Like if my friend's mad at me, I'm going to care. If some random girl's like giving me the side eye, I'm not going to give a fuck. So it just, you know, is circumstantial, of course. But I think the main thing I realized of why I am the way I am is because at the end of the day, I know I'm a good person. And I think that literally sums it up. Like if my actions aren't bothering someone else, if me acting in these insane quote unquote ways aren't bothering anyone or offending anyone or being rude, why would I care? Why would they care? Like there is no reason to care. So I think this weekend, that was a big thing I took away from the festival. I was like high-key on like a lot of mushrooms and was like really thinking about it. But I was like, no. I actually think I would agree with myself sober. And I did. I woke up and I was like, wait, that's low-key a bar. So the gooms really made me see my true vision this weekend. But I want to dive more into that and be more in depth, but we'll just leave it at that for now. So since I was Santa Claus this morning giving out toys, now back to the Halloween content. So since I am the perfect girl, I feel like when someone says, what's wifey material? What's girlfriend material? Davis Rowe. Me. Like, I'm on it. So you guys send in your men and I'm going to clown the fuck out of them. Or if they don't deserve to be clowned, I'll say they're hot. So it's like hot or not, go home with them, ghost them, this, that, tit for tat. Let's rate these men. First off, I'd like to start by saying I'm a huge, huge personality girl. By personality, I mean penis size. No, I'm just kidding. I actually am a huge personality girl. You can probably tell that from some of my ex-boyfriends. So rating pictures, you know, I'll give it to these men. I bet some of them could be funny. You know, sometimes the uglier, the funnier. Keep that in mind, girls. Also, something my dad always said was be nice to like the not so cute boy because he might have cute friends, right? Okay, first, we have a duo. I don't know if this is like a threesome situation, an Eiffel Tower is about to go down, but there's 2 men in this photo. The bow tie. Actually, I kind of like the bow tie. I like a shaggy hair. He has shaggy hair. I like that. I like brown hair. I like shaggy hair. I like you can play with the hair. The mustache. I'm not into a mustache. I've never been with a man with a mustache, but what I wonder is like when he's going down on you, like, does it tickle? I don't know. There's just a lot of questions about men with mustaches and hooking up. I've never done it, so I can't speak from experience. But personally, when I see a mustache, pass. The kid on the right, he looks like my sister's boyfriend. So I'll give him that. He has a really good smile. But honestly, it's doing nothing for me. I can't tell if it kind of looks like they're a couple and they're like swingers looking for another, employee. I don't know. I'd go home with them. I like them. I'd threesome with them. This next one, his name is Joe. So Joe, it says my greatest strength and has a little note. I can't play it, so I don't know what his greatest strength is, but looking at him, I could just imagine. I don't know. See, my thing is I have so many friends who love like the manicured boy, like love a man who like knows how to dress. For me, like I don't want my man to be better dressed than me, and him with the like looking to the side, it's like, it's kind of you're trying too hard, I don't want to ever look at a man's dating profile and think he's like trying to look good, like he's really trying to define the jawline, but I'm zooming in and I still don't see the jawline. He looks like he's wearing a little necklace. That's great. Something to grab onto. I like the unbuttoned shirt. I don't know. Again, a mustache. Like, what's with all the mustaches? He has fluffy hair. I like that. And it looks like he has big hands because his beer looks small. So it's always a good sign. I would let one of my friends go home with him, but I don't think I'd go home with him. Sorry, Joe. Okay, next we have Giacomo. Again, there's 4 dudes in this picture. If you're doing a dating profile, like only submit photos of you. Because if I am swiping through your profile and then I see someone who looks cuter than you, I'm going to be like, well, where's his profile? It's like if you're car shopping and you drive a Toyota, it might be great. Yeah, it's great. But then once you get in like a Bentley, it's like, come on, you can't really go back to the Toyota. But he says, the way to win me over is to be fun. Well, I'm really fun, so I guess I'd win him over. There's 4 men in this picture, and I don't think I'd go home with any of them. So, but if I had to pick, probably the kid on the right, honestly. But he's in a Patagonia vest. I don't know how I feel about that. So, yeah. I don't know, Giacomo. I don't think I'd go home with you or let my friends go home with you. But again, I don't really know which one you are, so don't take it personal. I think it's the one it's the second one to the right. I think it's the second one to the right in the flannel. He's giving Giacomo vibes. Okay, this next one. This is AI. You actually have to be pranking me. It was funny. When I opened this DM, I was going to respond to you and be like, I swear I've seen this man before. Like, I swear everyone knows a guy who looks like this. We actually, I think, kind of have the same haircut going on right now. If I was just to, like, trim this a little. Noah. His name's Noah, by the way. Noah. His chain, I know the other day when I was in Miami, there was this guy who had this like ridiculous chain on. And I was like, oh my God, like, I feel like he needs a leash for that dog collar. And my friends were all kind of like not saying anything. I'm like, what? And then I look down. I'm like, oh, shoot. But it's cool when I do it. Yeah. So this chain though, it's like way too long. The metal thing from a fence, like how you like lift up a shed and attached it around his neck. I'm like honestly speechless on this one. I'm trying not to be too mean. I'm sure he has a great personality, but this one has to be AI. I don't think it's real. I would not let my friend go home with this person because I would want to see my friend again. I'd want them to return in the morning. And this is giving, come with me, but you will not be going home. Next, we have Gabe. Good food, exercise, family time. I would not go home with you. Those were just like the initial vibes I was getting. I just don't think I'd go home with you. You have nice muscles though. Maybe I'd go home with you if I like closed my eyes, but. Next one. Next we have Victor. Again, it's just too manicured. I don't like a man who's like too manicured. I like a man, like I low-key like a dad bod. I'm not kidding. Like if a man is like, I don't know. Don't quote that. Like if a man like shaves his like arms or something, or like shaves his legs. I'm really not into that. Jordan, that's the same name as my sister, and you spell it the same. You're the cutest one I've seen so far. I like your body because see, you're like not skinny. Like you're strong and you're big, but I almost don't be offended. Like I'd almost say you give dad bod vibes in my terminology of dad bobs. Like you bods. You definitely don't have a dad bod, but like you're just not skinny. I don't like a man who looks like he does a bunch of cocaine. And you have some meat to you. You have a good face. I'm like, maybe I should crop this one out and go and hit him up. It's on me either way. And then he has his Instagram in the bio. Okay, that's weird. Don't put your Instagram in the bio. It's like when you go to someone's Instagram and they have their Snapchat in their bio. Just don't do that. But yeah, I like you. I'd go home with you. And then lastly, we have Fred. Fred, this looks like the photo that pops up when my Uber Eats driver is about to drop off something. It looks very Uber Eats drivers. And I don't know what message is above that, but it says care to increase the size of your nipples with touch. I think that's just an ad that happened to pop into this screenshot, but there you go, Fred. His pronouns are he, him, his. He has a shaved head. It's kind of all I'm getting from here. Literally looks like my Uber Eats driver. Jacob, not my type. On to the next. Attila. It's a cool name. You look cute, but you're a DJ. No, it's like when a chick's an influencer. Pass. I'm just kidding. Okay, I literally think that's all my men you guys sent me. I'm disappointed. I guess when I said to send me your craziest matches, you guys thought I meant like all bad ones. Or maybe you just need to up the game. I don't know. So now we are going to do a little segment I like to call Hinge From Hell. So I'm going to be looking at a bunch of things that are on dating profiles and tell you whether you should do it or don't do it. And considering the name, I think it's going to be a lot of do not do that. So let's get into it. This profile says, into damaged girls only. Fat girls will be directed to McDonald's. Well, I love McDonald's. So, like, you had me at McDonald's. I'd see your profile and be like, I don't want that, but you know what I could go for? A McDonald's burger. So, into damaged girls only. Yeah, I can tell. Like, what? Fat girls will be directed to McDonald's. Like, I don't even know what to say to that. The funny thing about his profile saying fat girls will be redirected to McDonald's. In order for that to happen, like, they have to, like, click on your profile first, buddy. Like, do you realize that? And I don't think he's getting a lot of clicks. So it's like, who are you really redirecting? That's my question. Here's another one. I don't work out. I hate nature. Don't want to go out for a drink. Don't care what your body type is. Homebody, uncultured in music, movies, etc. Also, I have a kid and I have no passions. First question. How much money do you make? I'm just kidding. So what do you do? Can you give me an orgasm? Like, what actually can you do for me? Because you don't cook, you don't feed, you don't clean. So hopefully you could at least satisfy me in the bedroom. But from this, I wouldn't hold it past you. Next, the one thing you should know about me is I don't like good-looking guys. I like them skinny and pale, like they're dying. That's like the opposite of my type, but so many people have this type. Go to Pike or SAE at my school, San Diego State. So many of them, honestly, just like running all around, like all over the place. So it's a hot spot for those men. I am the opposite. I like a bigger man who's tan with like blue eyes. Yeah, I'm not into the whole like skater boy cocaine look, but you know, to each their own. About me. Another blue-collar boy with a mullet and a mustache that makes bad life decisions. There's a lot of those. Swipe right to be my next one. I work livestock. I don't want to go out with it, so please keep my inbox under 200 pounds. What's with all these men and these weight requirements? It's just like wreaking insecurity. Like, I don't know. You're on a dating app, so clearly you're not getting anything. So it's like, I don't know why you're being picky out here. Another blue-collar boy with a mullet and a mustache. Yeah, again, I'm not into the mustaches, but I'm actually really into the mullet. I really like, my type is very lacrosse boy. Hence, like the bigger build, shaggy brown hair, blue eyes. I really like a good lacrosse boy so I can appreciate a mullet. It's about me. Pure blood and taller than Tom Hardy. I don't even know who that is. You must be younger. Wait, no, who is that? I don't know who anyone is. I was scared when you first sent me that photo of the costume. I was going to have to like name people. I'm like, oh my God, I could not be worse at this. Like, I don't even think I could name all the Kardashians. You must be younger, but, oh, he's 33. You must be younger, no addictions, including to food. What is with this? Also, like, I am addicted to food. Like, I love food. That is my biggest thing. I was actually going to say, swiping through one of these things, if a man is to mention food and love to eat, like, that's my love language. It's actually like my family's love language. Like, we never really did a lot of family trips or family gatherings or like whatever the fuck it may be. Like, even fucking holidays, we never did it. But growing up, the one thing we always did at least like twice a week was we would have a family dinner. And you guys obviously know this if you're watching this. My big thing me and my parents do every night when we're in Florida is we walk to go and get a cocktail. We walk to go and get an appetizer. I love food. I'm very food oriented. It's literally my love language. So this man already lost me. Tattoo free. I don't have any tattoos, and I actually don't think I'd ever get one. I just maybe think it's me and my mom are like so similar. Like, I swear my mom could be like, oh, I hate blue. And for some reason I was born hating the color blue too. It's crazy. But my mom's like never been a very big tattoo person. So I think maybe that's just why, because I think they're very cool. Like, a way to show self-expression, a way to like stand out and be different from other people, because, you know, it's cool to like have something no one else has. But I change my mind every second. So I'd get a tattoo and be like, oh wait, today I want to be not that personality, and that doesn't vibe with today's personality. You know? Okay. No piercings on special parts. I really want to get my nipples pierced. I don't know why. I just kind of think it'd be like fun. But every time I say that to people, they're like, don't do that. But I feel like that only entices me more, honestly. No dogs. Well, bitch, I'm an animal. Low body count. Unvaxxed. You can't have vaccinations. I'm dead. What if you have like chlamydia? I don't know. Does that take a vaccine? I don't know. I'm clean. Even if you're an 11, sorry, but you're too dumb and not worthless to me if you have taken it. Oh, the vaccine. I actually didn't want to take the vaccine when it all came out because I don't know. I was like, the government, they're going to track me using this. But something we do in my family is my grandma does like a big trip every 2 years. And so it was get the vaccine or don't come to Paris. Maybe I'll get the vaccine, I guess, when you put it like that. I made 80K last year. Is that supposed to be a flex? I'm sorry. Is that rude? I don't know. That's rude. Like I don't make 80K, so I can't really talk, but I wouldn't put that in my bio, you know? I made 80K last year, so if you're smart enough to figure out what I do, you will know I'm telling the truth. What do you do? I don't know. Babysit? Extremely ambitious with warlord potential. I don't know what that is. If you have kids, that's really great, but you should have kept your man. Wait, I'm so confused by this. This has to be AI. This has to be a prank. And I love how in his bio it says straight man. Thank you so much for clarifying. Thank you. Next. You look so pretty that I deadass fight 3 lions in a McDonald's handicap bathroom. I love McDonald's. I want to do a McDonald's brand deal. McDonald's, if you want to sponsor this, please let me know. Handicap bathroom stall with my 3 hands tied behind my back, and my only weapon is a paper straw glued to my forehead just to get a chance to take you out. I fucking love the commitment. But glued to your forehead, I feel like that's like not that hard. My hands tied behind my back with the only weapon is a paper straw. Okay, so he's in the bathroom. Let me paint the picture. He's in a McDonald's handicap stall, and he has his hands tied behind his back, and his only weapon is a paper straw attached to his forehead. I don't know why you'd be in that position, but if you made it out alive, I'd let you take me on a date because that's really cool. Good for you. Here's another one. This literally looks like ChatGPT. This literally is ChatGPT. About me. I am probably better than you and am out of your league. Therefore, you will submit to daddy or go away from me. I like that. Honestly, it's bold. I'm into it. Cuts right to the point. I don't negotiate or ever listen to women. I am your superior, and what I say goes. I am your little soft boyfriend. You will respect me. Is this my dating profile? You will put me on the pedestal. I don't care if you perceive me as a toxic or a fuckboy. I'm reading it like this because there's like capitals, so I'm just, I don't care about your zodiac sign or your opinion. I don't care about what you have to say, or I will always put myself and purpose first. Why are you on a dating app? Literally, what are you doing? I think he meant to be on like a different platform because what are you looking for? Because you're just saying everything you're not looking for. I'm kind of confused. If I read in between the lines, you want someone who submisses to you. You want someone who doesn't talk, okay, and doesn't care about zodiac sign. Okay, like go to the zoo. Literally go to the zoo. A long walk off a short pier. Some days I relate to that, honestly. So that's his self-care routine. Some days it'd be like that. Next, let's read this. Today at 8:50. If this is 8:50 a.m., that's just wild. At least say good morning first. Did they line you guys up by height in the third picture? It just looks like that because I was so short when I was younger. Puberty hit me like a fucking train. Oh, I don't like that idiom. My cousin got hit by a train and died. Puberty hit me like a car. And I've been hit by a car and it felt a lot like puberty. Honestly, real. There's been so many times on dating apps where people are like, who's your daddy? And it's like, my dad's dead. And it's like so sad. So you have to be careful with your pickup lines because sometimes they might hit close to home like this one did. Obviously that's sarcasm. I just don't think that's real. So whatever. Use 23andMe as a dating app. Okay. Very Alabama. That would be a hit over there. 23andMe as a dating app. Incest. Nice. This is a bio. My ideal first date would be to watch Nemo, and every time we see a fish, you block a guy on your phone. It's an interesting game. I feel like dating culture, like, it's so funny. Like, me and my mom broke into it a little bit on our podcast episode, but I feel like I have a very unique idea when it comes to dating. It's honestly one-sided. My idea in dating is like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. You don't make a peep about it. And like, I have my fun. I have my separate life. As like long as I'm, of course, being incredibly loyal, you know. I mean, loyal is always a little shaky line, but loyal for the most part, not cheating, you know, physically and mentally, whatever. I've always been loyal in my, okay, I'm just going to cut myself off. But the whole blocking thing and all of that, I think it just, again, when I talked about in the beginning of this episode of confidence and not giving a fuck, it completely stems into relationships. Like, it's all about, confidence is all about security and all of that stuff. So it's like, if you're very insecure in your relationship and feel the need to be blocking people on your man's phone, like, that's the first red flag. My dad could be sitting on the couch next to my mom texting a woman, and my mom would never even think twice about it. Why? Because one, my mom's confident in herself. She's confident in their marriage, and they both just, you know, there's no secrets being told or being kept. I mean, it's just how it is. I don't know if that really made sense, but I just think in terms of relationships, if you are needing to block people on your significant other's phone, I just think that's a lot of other issues going on. But we could get more into that in a separate episode. My character flaw, this man's character flaw, I'm already upset at the idea you matched with another man. And there's, of course, like, you don't want to date a man who doesn't care at all. You don't want to date a man who doesn't get jealous at all. But they have to find like the perfect boundary, at least in my terms of relationships. I want a man who finds that perfect boundary where, of course, they like, you know, are caring about what you're doing, but not overly bearing in a way that it's like, wait, you're not my parent. You're not my dad. What are you doing? I don't know. So I think that's weird. I think it would like also fire me up if I knew someone was like matching with other people. I'd be like, consider it a challenge for me to come out on top. Looking for my partner in crime. You should be capable of carrying at least 80 pounds through rough terrain. I'm out. I'm not even 80 pounds, bro. Like, no, I'm kidding. On a good night. Through rough terrain, own a shovel, and have time tonight, no fatties. What's with all these no fatties thing? It's like, why is that like a trend with these men? It sounds like you want to murder me. You need a partner who can carry 80 pounds through rough terrain and owns a shovel and has time tonight. So you're trying to kill me. Like, what? That's freaky. That would have been, I think, a lot more fun if some of those men were not ugly. So now we're going to get back to the Halloween content because I'm tired of looking at things that I don't want to take home. You know, it's like window shopping. That's no fun. You want to be able to buy something. So we're going to rate Halloween costumes from past years of celebs. And I'm going to tell you my opinion, if I think it's iconic or not, and if I would wear it. So first, we have The Simple Life. This is fucking iconic. I think Paris Hilton is one of the smartest people ever. I think she found a way to make a whole brand out of literally just being herself. And that's one of the most iconic things you can ever do. You can maybe hate on the girl, but you can't say she didn't fucking take her shit and run with it, which is just an inspiration to women everywhere. It truly is. And now she's a DJ. Get a girl who can do it all. I really like this costume. It's Kendall Jenner. And oh, that's Hailey Bieber. Oh my God, that's how you know it's a good costume. I couldn't even recognize her. I didn't even know that was her. Well, I think that this photo is definitely a little glammed up too, probably. I love that. I would wear this costume. Wow, they look great. And the dog and the pitchfork, that's great. And then if anyone was like testing you, you could just use the pitchfork. It's like a 2-for-1. If any bitches were trying you on Halloween, you're stacked. Next, Madison Beer and this. I'm not too big of a fan of this costume. I mean, her boobs look great. The makeup looks great, but is that Madison Beer? Oh. I have no idea. I told you, I'm so bad at knowing celebrities. I like it. Those little ears kind of do it for me. Is that weird? Megan Fox. Okay. I'm so bad with knowing celebrities. It's not even funny. I told you, it's so embarrassing. But maybe come on my podcast and let me interview you, and then I'll know everything about you, know what you look like. Megan Fox is a baddie. I love Megan Fox. The costume is so good, I just didn't recognize you. Boobs look great. But again, like, you're Megan Fox. Like, come on. And MGK, he has all those cool tattoos, right? I want to see them. I guess that's not really on theme for this costume, but like, when you have a body like that, don't be so covered. I like it, but that corset looks like you could, I don't know. I just think with the corsets, I think it's so easy to make them look so fucking good, or just like you got them from Addicted, you know? And I don't know. She looks great, but the next one, Kylie Jenner. This is fucking epic. That's such a good costume. She looks amazing. And I love when people, like, especially celebrities, because they have like the funds to do it, don't only do a costume, but do like a full photo shoot around it. I think that's just everything and more. I think it's so iconic. This is great. This is so good. And her body looks amazing in that. Like, you're fully covered yet still giving body. That's how you know your tea. And the hair, the eyebrows do it for me, because it's giving like Snatched. It's kind of reminding me of like Alex Earl's Wicked costume when she was like snatched up with the cheekbones and everything. I love this. I think that's great. I'd totally wear it. How movable is that? That's what I wonder. Like, can you walk? This next one, Harry Styles. What? Alice in Wonderland? Oh, it's like, take me back home, take me back home. Okay. Oh, that's what I was thinking. Dorothy. Okay, that's what I thought. They're like the same person. Yeah, I could not see a man in this costume and then have sex with him. But that's just me. The tattoos, though, do it for me. Like, it's kind of creeping me out, because it's like, why am I turned on, yet it's like a little girl costume? You know? I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. It's like kind of turning me on, but he has makeup on, and it's like, I don't really know what's going on. But it's bold. I like it. Like, this shows it's like when a man wears pink. This shows like, I'm confident. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's hot. My parents did Alice in Wonderland for a Halloween party, and my mom was the Mad Hatter and my dad was Alice. Yeah. He literally wears, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it. It was crazy. Yes, I've seen this one. I remember this. But this kind of reminds me of like, I just personally like, I want to look like a slut on Halloween. And not even in that way, like, not actually a slut. I just want to look and feel hot. I never want to be like covered. I feel like I honestly never really have like my boobs out. I feel like I'm always wearing like baggy clothes. I'm really into that. So Halloween, I don't like to wear tight things. I like to feel cool. I will always pick feeling cool and steez over like looking like hot, because I dress for like my gaze, not the male gaze. And I see my boobs every day. So it's like, I don't need to be pushing them up. It's just uncomfortable. And I remember when Alex Earl did her costume, I think it was when she was a senior in college or when she graduated. She did that when you like couldn't even tell it was her. And it was like a really well done costume. And maybe that is what Halloween should be about. But to me, Halloween's about being a little slutty. So this worm thing, like, yes, it's a great costume. Like, you literally are the thing. But I don't know. I feel like I'd want to be seen. That'd like bother me. I'd get overstimulated. I don't know how you got that off. I don't even know how you got that on. It kind of just looks like a giant uncircumcised penis to me. So I don't know. Yeah, I've seen that one before, and I have a lot of questions. Heidi Klum's iconic. I remember this is what made me think, because when Alex Earl did that costume, she said it was really inspired by Heidi, and this is Heidi. Because, right, Heidi always does those insane costumes. Like, that's really cool. That is really cool. But that's almost like it's almost too much. It's almost like you're not wearing the costume. Like you might as well just like buy that and say it's you at that point. Like you would not know that's Heidi Klum. I would hire someone to like go through that all night and like have to deal with being in that and being suffocated, and I'd just say it's me and take the credit. That's what I'd do. Kendall Jenner being the cucumber is fucking iconic. I like when celebrities can laugh at themselves and make fun of themselves. It's iconic, but I think she could have, again, just made it a little more slutty. Spiced it up a little bit. It's a little simple, but I think this was more making a statement than actually embodying the costume of a cucumber. I think it was more just, playing the joke, but I love that. That's iconic. Family costumes are my favorite. This is really sick. But again, like that actually is someone in that costume, but it looks like it's just a statue. There isn't even a face. So I like the little kids. I think it's so cute, little kids in costumes. It's so full of spirit. But like you're just a bunch of bugs. I think it's kind of mid, This Kylie Jenner one, is she the one who made this the blueprint? She's just one of the people to do it. I've just seen this 1,000 times. Like, it's just pretty basic, but her hair looks amazing. That's something about Halloween costumes. Accessories do everything. So like this hair makes it. I think it looks sick because of the hair. I like this. See, even though this is basic, I'd take this over having a full body costume because I think this is just more like cunty and simple and cool. And that's kind of the more of the vibe I like to give on Halloween. The hot Cheeto. I'd eat one. I wouldn't dress as one for Halloween, but great. I don't know, you kind of just like a walking dildo. Yeah, it's the face, the straight face. That's Katy Perry. I can tell that. The hot Cheeto bag. That's very Katy Perry of Katy Perry. Interesting. And then we have Bella Hadid and the Joker. And again, her face looks amazing. The hair looks amazing. The makeup and the hair is just so fucking good. But again, she's just in a red dress. Like, does it look good? Yes, but it's simple. I didn't really know I liked The Weeknd until recently. Really into him. His music is fucking phenomenal. Yeah, that's some good makeup. I like it. And that must have been a nightmare to get off. How did the two go together?
This is Beetlejuice.
Not the Joker.
No, sorry. I totally didn't even tune in on the fact that you said the Joker. This is Beetlejuice.
It's really just a funny segment because I have no idea what's going on. The Joker. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. He's what? Beetlejuice. Yeah. I wonder if that paint gets everywhere. Like, are you getting into your Uber Black, getting paint all over it, having to pay a $500 fee? I wonder. Also, you think The Weeknd is even ordering an Uber? The Weeknd has 17 private drivers. The last one. That creeps me out. I don't, I just don't like that last one. It's just, I don't, it's just looks like you're a furry, which no hate to the furries.
This is Ride and this is Zootopia.
How did he got the full beak on his face? Wow.
He's got the full schnoz.
The full schnoz. I wonder how long that took. They look exactly like the character. It's dead on. I just like to be a little slut on Halloween. I don't like to truly actually look like I like to be in costumes where you don't really know I guess now you know what I am, but usually my costumes, I just put something on and then I decide after what my costume is. My message to you, Ride, is to slut it up. Take off a few layers. Show your tits. Yeah. Unleash the boobies. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode. I hope you guys are all caught up on past episodes. I just filmed with my mom. If you haven't watched that one yet, it was one of my favorite episodes, so be sure to tune in. This was super fun. I love Halloween. I love dressing up, and I think the best part about all of my slutty Halloween costumes I buy during Halloween season is I can use them later on in the bedroom. So it's great. It's a 2-for-1. I will be using this tonight in more ways than one. So happy Halloween, trick or treat. And if you guys want to see what I am being for Halloween in the coming days, make sure you're following me on Instagram at Davis-Row, on TikTok at Diva Davis, and on YouTube at Davis_Row_.